Oh man, I didn't slept wrong and my I slept on my shoulder wrong or something, man. That thing hurts like hell.
Man, I can't. But many times I think I woke up after sleeping wrong, bro.
Just terrible.
Need to holler at a chiropractor
Man,
one day,
what? I
man.
think I get my back cracked.
Yeah. Yo, I ain't like them little videos. I'm sorry, I ain't like them little videos where they were showing the dude like on looking like he was literally Steven Seagal in people's neck.
Oh
Like
no,
it was a
no, I ain't doing all that. No. Uh, what up, y'all? Welcome to episode 55 of Blerd Talk. We got some things to discuss this week. First of all, how y'all week going? I hope your week is good. I had a week full at the movie theaters. But before we get into that, Jason, I wanted to tell you something that I saw on IGN this week. And
before you get started, let me speak a retraction.
Okay.
And apologize. When we did the Star Wars episode,
Okay.
I said that Rey didn't have a important background. I forgot that she did actually. She is the clone daughter of the clone father of Emperor Palpatine. That doesn't change that it sucks.
I was just gonna say that may be true, but Star Wars now still sucks ass. So
still, Mandalorian just ended too. But go ahead.
I need to catch. I haven't watched any of the Mandalorian, and I need to do it. I need to catch up on Titans. See, that lets me know. So I was reading IGN this week, and I came something that was well, it wasn't shocking because I had a feeling that was going to happen. It said that Craven is going to be Marvel's first R-rated movie.
Marvel's or Sony's? Marvel's, right?
I'm pretty sure it said Marvel.
Okay, because I know Sony still got the license. I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. I know Sony still got the license. That's what I said too,
because Craven is a yeah. So that's what I thought too. I'm like, maybe they meant Sony. So, but
I'm happy about that though. That's very intriguing.
But I'm not, because that means I was right. That means Blade was not going to be rated R.
I mean, now that I did know.
I said, wow. I said, so that's how they going to wing it, huh? I said, so Blade's not going to be rated R. So, man. With that being said, I won't be seeing, well, okay, I'm lying. I'm going to see Blade.
Yeah, you're going to see Blade.
But I'm going to say it right now. It's going to be Cheeks. It's going to be Cheeks.
Man, they delayed this movie more times than an ice storm during school, bro.
I read that and I was like, first R-rated movie, and I'm thinking to myself, so what about Blade? And I said, oh my damn! I said, oh no! I said, there it is. There it is.
While I can't come up with let me not say I can't come up with a theory for Craven. I am surprised pleasantly that Craven will be rated R, but Blade, they're going to find a way around that. I knew they was going to find a way around that rated R. They're just going to give him like a mystical or mythical enemy where when he stabs him, it won't look all like bloody and gory. So there's your way around PG-13.
Sony's Craven the Hunter movie has an R rating.
There we go.
So it was Sony. I stand corrected. We do make mistakes because this is a good show. So good shows has good mistakes. But with that being said, I still, with everything that's going on with Blade, I still don't see Blade. I don't even think, is he still doing it? The last thing I heard that Marshall jumped out. He dropped out. Ali dropped out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know. That was like an early thing, and I haven't heard anything since then. And that was almost like 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah. Last thing I heard from Blade was the original, was it writer or director? They got them about it and got somebody else or tried to get somebody else.
So Blade is already taking a downhill spin right now, anyway. And I hate to say this. I don't know what's so complicated about doing an R-rated Blade. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Deadpool's rated R. Kids watch R-rated. I mean, a lot of kids watch Deadpool. A lot of kids watch Deadpool. Now, I know that's not the targeted audience, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. We was watching R-rated movies when we were kids. Like
Of
that
course.
wasn't like a
Of
thing.
course.
You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
I
Of
remember my
course.
dad taking us to go see Judgment Day, Freddy,
Yeah.
Jason. We
Yeah.
saw all that shit,
Yeah.
Chucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get why they want to kind of keep it the whole kid thing, but I just personally think if Blade is not rated R, it's not going to be good. That's just me.
They balancing the tightrope of if we keep the rating low enough to where kids can go see it, we're gonna make 3 times as much money, and when kids go see it, they won't be offended.
Yeah.
And we won't get in trouble from parents and all that crap. But the difference between our younger days and the new younger days, and yes, I am taking a shot. I'm dissing, like you just brought up. Our parents sat beside us, and my parents, my mom and dad to this day, I underrate how great their movie tastes were back then. Because thinking about all the movies I saw watching with them, now I'm look back now and be like, there's no way that an average kid like me now would be able to sit and watch all these rated R movies, like, Terminator, 48 Hours, the whole Aliens, the whole bit, Predator, the whole bit.
I remember when Aliens, and it wasn't even about like the cursing with aliens. It was just so violent. Like,
yeah, but we had parents that had the belt beside their hand, like a quick draw pistol, and would look at us and say, "This is just a movie, son. I bet not catch you doing this in real life."
That's true.
Flash the belt, and we were like,
You're right.
Cool.
This is it. Yeah, I agree with that. So,
sit with your kids. Yeah. Sit with your kids.
Have a discussion with them. Yeah, because I mean, we was watching Chucky, all types of crap when I was a kid. Like,
who watches Poltergeist before they go to bed? And this is back when TV would actually cut off, and you would really see the snowball.
And then after you watch Poltergeist, don't come in my room talking about y'all go sleep in here. You want to sleep in your own damn bed. Y'all sleep in your own damn bed. You ain't sleeping in here.
Imagine,
man.
You watch Poltergeist and your parents say, "Up, time to go to bed. Go in your room.
And
good night."
You just looking in the corner like,
yeah. Oh snap! You got toys and action figures just all on the floor, just staring at you like,
oh
you
man,
like, bro, for real?
That was, so I thought I'd get that off my chest because I was kind of like, okay, so, but I do need to follow up and see some stuff was going on with Blade. But I saw 2 movies this week. But before we get into Evil Dead, I saw Renfield with Nicolas Cage. I'm not going to lie to you. That movie was good.
Oh my gosh.
It was good. Awkwafina seemed a little out of place. Okay. Like, her acting was good, but it wasn't like, it seemed like she was out of place. Like it wasn't her type of movie almost.
Yeah.
I always forget the other dude's name who played the familiar.
Yeah, okay.
He's a good actor. That was good. Yeah. Nicolas Cage was good.
Beast.
He played Beast in X-Men.
Yeah, Beast.
It was very good. I'm not no complaints about it. Yeah, it was good. I'm glad I actually went to go see it because at first I wasn't gonna go see it. I was just gonna see Evil Dead, but I was like, no, I really want to see this Renfield Joe. And the story was simple, but it was good. I like how they did it with so I'm not gonna give it away just in case you see it. But
don't give it away.
Yeah.
I'm a bootleg it.
Oh, damn. Give Nicolas Cage his money.
I'm 50-50.
Man, 50-50. Even though he was a familiar, their familiars got their powers by eating bugs. So it was good with that. Man, the scenes when he was like in the domestic abuse meetings, those were hilarious, man. Then
that's the trailer.
Yes, and there was a running joke because there was this officer named Cal, and they was just like, "Fuck you, Cal," but it's a running joke, and it was like actually pretty funny. So, but it was good. I think everybody did good. Awkwafina was a little bit it seemed like, because when she was in Shang-Chi, she was on it. I even watched her show Nora from Queens, and that's funny. But it seemed like she was a little bit, I don't know how to describe it. It just didn't seem like she was making stuff up on the go and stuff how she was in Shang-Chi, you know what I'm saying? And so but she still did good. She still did good. I forget the sexy lady's name. She's an older Indian lady. She got a deep voice. She's a terrific actress. You know who I'm talking about. I'm trying to you know what? I'm gonna send it to you. But she did good. The dude who voices Sonic is in it.
Okay.
He did good. You know, so he's funny. But it was good. I enjoyed it. It was really good. Really
That's
good.
what it is. I'm gonna check it out. I had no interest,
good.
respectfully.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I wasn't gonna see it, but I had like a $5 credit or something. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go see Renfield, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
But I'm not glad I saw The Evil Dead. And I know we just jumped right into that, but I'm gonna let you go first because you saw it after me. So I feel like you're gonna tag on a lot of points that I had. But let me just go ahead and say this. I was talking to my boy Jonathan, who I used to work with at Best Buy. We was talking and we wasn't talking. He gave it like you know how you on Instagram, and he said he gave it a 7 out of 10. I said negative, 4 out of 10 for me. Negative.
I went 2 out of 5.
I saw that you saw 2 out of 5. I was not impressed with it at all. I felt like it was really rushed. They paid some homage to the old school Evil Dead, but it was really rushed. And to be honest, it was just about who we gonna kill. It almost reminded me of like the later seasons of Walking Dead. There's no story. It's just about who we gonna kill. Who we gonna kill off. I didn't see the trailer. So there were some jump parts in there that I jumped at because I didn't see any of the trailers. So,
Okay.
But other than that, to me, it was not scary at all. I kind of remember the old Evil Dead being scary. I remember being scared like watching it. The zoom camera, you know, that's always a thing in the Evil Dead movie, so that was cool. The acting was good. I thought the acting was really good. But other than that, that's all I got. I was not impressed. In fact, I was actually quite mad when I walked out of the movie theater. I was like, damn, this was not this. And I don't know, maybe I was expecting more of like a horror movie. Like maybe like a real, you know, scary horror movie. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been watching a lot of horror movies, and I definitely feel like horror movies, they're better when you watch them in a movie theater because you get the full sound effect on you and all that.
Yeah, it's louder. Yeah,
it's louder.
Yeah.
I thought the opening scene was really stupid. Like I was like, if you could have just showed that at the end. There was no point in showing the opening scene when they're in the woods. You know, I was like, you could have just waited to. But I did not enjoy it. It was not good to me. It's not even one. I would not pay to go see that again at all. To be honest, it's an Evil Dead that you can miss. You can truly miss it and not feel like you missed anything. Not memorable at all, but here we go with this again. Writing. Because I feel like the acting was good from everybody. I really felt there was no point in saying the girl was pregnant. And then you're like, I was like, because she was already a mother figure, already helping the kids. So it's kind of like, and then the whole getting possessed thing, like, I felt like it was no rhyme or reason. Bama was just getting possessed. Like, I felt like there was no rhyme or reason to it. I felt like the old Evil Dead was I just didn't like it. So, but you know, you give me yours and then, you know, we'll go from there.
You kind of touched on some of my points too. Even though the beginning of the movie I dislike it.
You know what? I do like your rating though. I feel like 2 to 5 is easier.
Yeah, it's
great, good, okay, bad, trash. Yeah. You know what?
Right.
We're gonna start using the 5 system.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You're at trash. I'm more at bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
I'm not knocking, but I would not knock anybody thinking it's trash. I will not debate you. I will definitely say that.
I think we're going to start using that system for the Blerd Talk because I feel like that's easier. Okay, we can do that. Okay.
The beginning of the movie being where it is, going to the end of the movie, just pretty much them saying there's going to be more Evil Deads.
Exactly.
Right?
Agreed. Yep.
I laughed when she snatched the wig off the lady. I laughed. I bust out laughing. but I'm gonna come back to that part later, a certain part of that later, because there's a bigger picture with that. As far as the rest of the movie concerned, I like the idea of what they were trying to do. They just didn't take their time to really develop it. They were using the moments for the aunt to progress as a mother. Because she was giving off the vibe that she didn't want to be a mother.
Right, that she didn't want to keep the baby. But that kind of defeats the purpose because in the movie, even when she first gets there, you can tell that she has a good relationship with the kids. So it's kind of like, well, I get that. I get what you're saying. Like with her, like, I don't know if I want to be a mother, but she already had a good relationship. You established that in like the first 5 minutes when she meets the kids.
And that's the problem right there when I said they didn't flesh it out enough. She never even got a chance to tell her sister. It would have been different if she said, yo, I came back to tell you I'm pregnant, but I'm aborting the baby.
Yeah.
She didn't get that out. It was just, I got something she never said. She never got a chance to tell her. Every time she was about to tell her, she got distracted. Only the little girl knows that she's pregnant.
Right, because she was talking about her tummy hurting or something like that, and
the monster confirmed it.
Right, because she heard her. Right.
Yeah,
she heard,
when she was under the jump.
Right.
Nobody knew,
right,
but her. Right. So she never got a chance to tell the sister. All right, cool. The only part you kind of made it seem like you could tell she wasn't a mother is right after the little girl tells her that she's afraid of bathwater. She cracks a joke about something grabbing her in the bathwater. Yeah. And most parents or most people would consider that insensitive and disingenuous. And that's something you could look at and go, dang, she is a terrible mother. But it wasn't enough.
Right. And then I felt like she was joking because even the little girl was kind of like, ha ha, like something like that. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't enough of, just like you said, they had a great relationship. She's telling stories to him. It'd have been different if she was like, oh, hey, nephew.
Exactly.
Get away from me.
Exactly.
And then all that stuff happened and she starts being, protective.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool, bet. One of the things I definitely was killing me about the movie was so in every Evil Dead movie, and I'm not comparing it in this way, but just comparing it in this way, in every Evil Dead movie, when one of the people got possessed, the other people had a reaction of like, what the heck is going on? This is weird. WTF, WTF. Their mom just told them that they wanted to cut open their skin and hop inside it so they could be a family forever. And she got close enough to put a glass through the auntie's hand and rip it open. Did you see the delay in defense from the other people around?
They was just like,
look how long it took for the boy to get the chair to her.
I had a problem with that too because the movie does a real good job of establishing everybody's relationship.
Right.
So you can tell that she wasn't even off her A game when she first got possessed. The way she was walking, she wasn't answering them. And these are the kids. Every kid knows their parent.
Exactly.
So the minute that would have been my mom, like, oh, shit ain't right here. What's going on right here?
Exactly.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with that.
I'm sitting there like, she got the glass. She had the tattoo joke on her daughter. And I'm sitting there like, man, it's taking y'all mighty long
right, to help her out. Exactly. Because the needle was damn near her eye. The
It
needle
was
was damn near her eye. I was like, oh
and
my God.
she pulled it from her eye.
Oh
She
my
pulled
God.
it from her eye. No one else did. She did it. So I'm like, okay. When they had her body in the bed and the Spanish dude closed her eyes and it opened back up and he froze, but didn't say anything. I'm like, dude, don't you want to?
That's not normal. That's
yeah,
not normal.
because any average person would be like, yo, his eyes
her
open
eyes
back
just
up.
open back up. And
You know
I
what I'm
felt,
saying? What the?
yeah, oh, man. And then even when she sat up, the sister's like, oh, this is a miracle. She's up. Like, I'm like, what?
Right. Right.
Like,
what?
You were just dead.
It wasn't scary.
Well, it wasn't. Now there were jump scares.
Yeah, I never twitched.
I twitched. I'm not gonna lie to you. I twitched a couple times. I twitched where the cross fell close to the dude.
Okay.
It was very eerie feeling though. It was good with that. It felt eerie.
Yeah.
It still stuck with the Evil Dead with that. But like you said, I think I jump scared maybe about I'm lying, 3 times. I probably jump scared 3 times. After
I was
that,
slow blinking.
And then I'm like, so this is not the original book, okay? Because if I'm not mistaken, the original book had a face on it. So right. I thought I was kind of tripping balls at first. I'm like, is this the right book?
No.
And so it's another book. Okay.
Right. It's the book from Army of Darkness.
Remember so it's the book from Army of Darkness. Okay, all right. Okay, that would make sense. Okay.
It's the book. The book.
Damn, why did I put that together?
Yeah, the book that Ash had to deal with is considered the most powerful book. That's the face. Right. That's the one that summons the creators.
Exactly.
And that one has the most spells in it, of course, because that's how he got warped to Army of the Darkness.
Right.
2013 had the book that summons the Abomination. 5 souls, it rains blood, that evil monster coming out the ground. This one was just strictly about creating monsters, as we saw at the end of the movie. So those are all 3 Necronomicons that he saw in Army of the Darkness.
Okay, so that would make sense. So and then I'm thinking, if the place used to be a bank, why is it? That part didn't make any sense. So they're in a hotel. They're in an apartment complex. Well, the apartment complex used to be a bank. But when you see the scene where the book is, you're like,
a coffin.
Yeah, it's like coffins. I'm like, what's going on here?
Could have thought it was a church. Is this a holy bank?
I would have thought it was a church. I would have thought it was a church.
Bank?
In fact, it would have made more sense if you had said it was a church. It would have made more sense.
Nope. They tried to they tried to show you with the left hand. They would show you the left hand so you won't pay attention to what the right hand was doing. That's all.
I was like, okay.
To me, what I took from the movie simply was like, this is just, the effects were great. The effects were great.
Excellent.
Yeah, the scary effects, the camera angles, the peephole was the best scene. That was fire.
Oh, when she was running back
and she was jacking him at the peep. That joint was fire. That was to me, that was one of the best scenes. Her on the elevator. The wire snatched her up. That was crazy too.
That was good.
But the peephole scene was fire. But outside of that, I was just like, this is an excuse to be disturbing. Like, this is an excuse. This is a movie that's just an excuse to be disturbing. That's all it was. And like, it was.
Let's not forget, on this show, we have talked about that, how horror movies are really not horror movies. They're just to see how gross we can go. Like, how gruesome can we go? And that's what I felt this was. It was, how gruesome can we go?
And it wasn't even gruesome.
It wasn't even. Like, I felt like the worst part was maybe when they put him to the tree thing.
Yeah,
that was it. But like,
that was it.
And then like the eating glass, that wasn't nothing special. When the girl was eating glass, that wasn't nothing special. Like,
the eyeball spit was crazy.
When she bit that man's eye, I said, "Holy hell!" I said, "Oh my God."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it left so much to be desired. All they had to do was flesh out a storyline. That's all they had to do was flesh out a storyline.
If you get where we're coming from, and you're absolutely right, it didn't take place in the woods.
Yeah.
But in the beginning of the movie, it's like they show the woods and people getting killed in the woods, and they go a day earlier or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then you get to the hotel. I mean, you get to the apartments, and you're like, wait, what? So how did that make it here to there? But then they put it together at the end.
They put it together at the end.
They put it together at the end, and you like, but to be perfectly honest with you, that whole first bit of the wood scene, that could have been dropped. I would have actually liked you to show the actual story about how the girl, after she get possessed, the ride up to the cabin, and maybe cut it where she's in the bed and like starts reading the book, and then you cut it. That would have probably been dope.
You could do that too. But
I was just like, damn.
I was
Evil Dead Rise. Do not waste your money. Do not waste your money. You can wait till it comes on TV. And you know what? And you know, horror is my favorite genre. Like, seriously. I know they're getting a new Insidious movie, The Red Door or something.
Why?
But I do like
I saw the trailer for that. Yeah. I was like, they still going?
They still going.
Now the son 18 years old off in college getting haunted.
But this is what we're talking about though. How horror needs to be horror. Okay? We talk about Malignant a lot. But
that's different.
But it was scary though. Malignant kind of had me like, I was dying. I was like, man, this is John. Like, it had big jump scares. It had a good, simple story. Like, and I don't know. Man. Because here's the thing. If you would have never put Evil Dead in it, would you really have known unless you saw the book?
It's an average. It was an average movie. Yeah, it was an average movie.
It's an average movie.
If you are not
below average, below average.
Yeah. If you are not at least, how do I want to put it? Because I'm different. I'm cold-hearted with horror movies. Like I sit through horror movies and just can laugh. But if you are into thrills and that's it, then you'll love Evil Dead, because that's all it really is. It's just death, blood, and stabbings and crazy stuff. But if you like, substance with it, like Poltergeist, Insidious, what's the joke we went to go see, bro? It's part of the Annabelle series.
Conjuring was. Bama didn't sleep. I didn't sleep that night. I'm not scared of those, but at least the story can kind of keep you
feel away when stuff happens. You know what I'm saying?
Keep you intrigued. Exactly. And see, there was nothing to keep me in this movie. Like, seriously, when she got possessed, I'm like, okay, boom, now it's kicking up. I was more intrigued with the story when she wasn't possessed. When she was talking about the husband, when we talking about how the sister was the groupie, how the kids were dealing with I was more interested in that. I didn't care anything about the damn book. No, nothing. So then when they found the book, I'm like, oh, here we go. This where it starts. Okay, so they start playing the book. Then the person who plays the book, she gets an introduction of what the shit is, and then keeps playing it.
Kept playing. Yep, she kept playing it.
I was like, okay. So then when the mother gets possessed, you know what? Because I think I felt like it was gonna be more like Mama. Do you remember that show, Mama? So basically, this father goes to the cabin. I don't know if he tries to kill the kids. He tries to kill his two kids or something, or they get into action. Well, anyway, there's an entity that protects them, and she ends up raising them in the woods. But then they find them, and they move the girls to their uncle. And he's got a wife, but the entity comes with them. And the little girl, so it was basically a little girl that was probably about 5 and a like 4 or 5, and then there's a baby. Well, the baby is all the entity knew. Like, the baby knew the entity. That's it. So she was more attached. Where the little girl was like, this is our family. This is our real family. Like, yes, we called her mama, but this is not our mama. And the end is like it really gets to you because they jump off a cliff or something and the little girl, like the baby, like goes. I can't remember exactly how it was, but I thought it had, from what I saw in the poster, it had a mama feel to it. Okay, this is a horror being. She's got her hands around these 3 kids, like lovingly, but with the smile. So I'm thinking it was more like that. So that's what I thought this was going to be. And it's nothing like that. I just, there was no plot for me to enjoy it. Like,
when I was watching it, I wasn't looking at it as, damn, this family are killing each other. I was looking at it like, damn, the demons that's possessing these motherfuckers are killing each other.
And then
I'm supposed to feel away watching a sister stab a brother in the arm and vomit blood in his stab him in the chest. I'm sitting here thinking, how y'all gonna beat this demon?
And then at the end, when everybody who gets killed kind of gets possessed, you're kind of like, okay, this is a little bit. So is everybody in the apartment building gonna get possessed, or
no? Just on the floor, just on that floor,
just the floor, because the girl.
How convenient! How convenient! Shotguns going off, yelling.
No.
Women banging their head against the door.
As a person,
and nobody on the other floors heard.
I'm not gonna lie to you. As a person who used to live in an apartment, I don't get rest with everybody's shit. If I heard a gunshot, I would have closed the door myself and been like, "Nah, fam, we gonna stay right in here." But I do get with your point, because like you're right. Nobody else came out their apartment. Nobody else did.
Not one person, bruh. Like is the washer, don't washer and dryers be on certain floors? Nobody just kind of like, beep. Hello, I just came to wash and dry some shit. None of that. Just that floor was isolated.
But I was just, and I don't know if I'm more disappointed at the fact that I thought it was a Evil Dead movie, so I was expecting more.
Yeah.
I think that's what really has me hot, because if it would have never said Evil Dead, I would have been like, oh, it would still been bad, but I would have been like, it was bad. But like, I think now I'm saying it's bad because it put its name, it put Evil Dead in the name.
Yeah, because it was so much more. The other ones, outside of Army of Darkness, the other ones was so much more fleshed out.
Yeah.
It was like, what's going on?
Have you ever seen the show?
They went back to the book. Evil Dead versus
Ash versus
Evil Dead. Not all of it, no.
I actually like the show like a lot.
Yeah.
The show is actually good too. But
that's when he revealed that the book he dealt with was the strongest one.
Yeah. So I
like, see, that's what I'm saying. I like that concept.
Right.
That each 3 movies dealt with the 3 books. And it was a different
right.
It just wasn't executed right. This latest one, the 2013 one, is hard. Yeah. That joke was fire.
Bro, I was so waiting for you to see it. The minute you see it started, I'm like, I remember reading the text like, ha!
Yeah.
I said, I can't wait till this movie is over for this guy. And like, it was funny because the minute the credits came, I was up. I was done.
Yeah.
I was done.
Smooth out, bro.
I was done.
So this is an excuse to say we're gonna make sequels, man.
Yeah,
that's all they told me.
Because that's what it was, and we're just gonna make a sequel. Because now we're gonna go back in the woods. Because watch, the next sequel is gonna be about them in the woods. Because that's where they are now.
Back in the woods.
They're gonna go back in the woods. So that's what that's about. That's what it's gonna be about. That's what it's gonna be about. And
that's gonna be hard to do because the Necronomicon still at
the place.
It's still at the apartment.
That's right. You're right. The book is still there. You're right.
They're not going. The point is, the demon's not going to be shut down. It's loose. That's what that is. It's loose.
You're right, because the book is still there. You're absolutely right.
Yep. None of outside of the Abomination. Only that's because of different book. Remember, Ash never beat none of the demons.
Yeah.
He ended up going into the portal.
Yeah.
So he never stopped the demon. 2013 one did, but that's a different book. And this one can't stop the demon that's possessing.
This is literally about to become, because now Evil Dead is just be like, oh, this is just Evil Dead. So
I hope not, man.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
But that's what it is telling me, though. It's telling me like
this is something
we're going to make this a consistent franchise.
Yep. And I'm fine with it being a franchise because I'm not gonna lie. I like the Insidious. Now, I'm not saying each one is good. I'm not saying that, but I would at least say maybe not. The first one was good. Second one was meh. The other one I watched was like the Key Light or something. That was okay. I'm not saying it needs to be perfect, but this really was no story. The storyline, knowing about the kids and the father and the sister, was more interesting than the demons and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the director underestimated what made the previous Evil Dead great. Yeah. Because a lot of people hang on the moments of him chopping off his hand and attaching the chainsaw, or actually Homegirl in 2013 did the same thing. And also in 2013 when Homeboy got caught with the nail gun. See, I think he got caught up with people just bringing up those moments and Ash and the chainsaw, the shotgun, the boomstick, you know.
And when you
come
think
get
about
some and all that. And I think he just literally thought copy and paste here. Yeah. And he totally forgot that there is lore. You know what I'm saying? But there's lore. There's a story there.
Has Evil Dead ever been scary?
Not to me, no.
See, not to me. It's been not more to me, no. Entertaining. Like, yes, it's eerie. Me, no. It's eerie for sure, but it's not scary.
Yeah.
It's more eerie than anything. No.
The second one was funny.
Yes. Yeah. Obvious.
The hand.
And to be honest, that's how the show is. The show is not meant to be scary. It's like comedy. Yeah. Like, it's really not like funny.
Yeah, 2013 wasn't funny either.
Yeah.
That joke was not funny.
But
this one, even if it didn't want to be funny, I just didn't care why things were happening the way they happened. Because they didn't flesh it out. Like Cabin in the Woods. I'm not knocking Cabin in the Woods because Cabin in the Woods is better than Evil Dead. I can easily say
easily.
But see, Cabin in the Woods suffer from the same
better than
thing.
Evil Dead. You heard it here first.
Yeah, it is. Cabin in the Woods suffer from the same thing, but it's the same thing.
But the story was way better.
Cabin in the Woods didn't flesh it out enough.
Yeah.
And Evil Dead did even less fleshing out than Cabin in the Woods did.
At least Cabin in the Woods had maybe if I'm getting Cabin in the Woods is when they were like making sacrifices for.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Because at least the story was there, and I like that one. Oh wait.
Oh wait. You know what? I said it wrong.
Right. Yeah. You just said Batista. What? Wait a minute.
Not Cabin in the Woods. Knock at the Cabin is Batista.
Right. Knock at the okay.
I'm talking about Knock at the Cabin. Cabin in the Woods is fire.
Right.
We ain't doing that.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
No. Okay. Cabin in the Woods is fire. That's Chris Hemsworth.
Right.
When he fell and hit the
when he hits the joint and sides down. Yeah. He takes the L.
No, I'm sorry. Cabin in the Woods is fire.
Right.
That's fine.
You're talking about Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Knock at the Cabin yes, Cabin in the Woods is better than Evil Dead, but Knock at the Cabin is better than Evil Dead. Yeah, but they both suffer from the same thing of not fleshing out the story more. But Knock at the Cabin fleshes it out way more than Evil Dead, but it still wasn't enough of what they were trying to do.
Yeah,
Evil Dead to me was it was just like watching Hellraiser without knowing. It felt like watching just the death scenes of Hellraiser. And without the cube, without the story, without the human attachments, it was just Hellraiser deaths.
Don't even get me started on the new Hellraiser. That shit was trash.
I ain't even waste my time.
Oh my gosh, that shit was. You know what? There's these. I want you to watch this. It's a podcast. It's called Girl That's Scary. It's these two black girls, and they talk about horror movies. First of all, black girls that talk about horror movies. They're my wives. I love them. They're nice. Their personalities are good, and they really break down horror movies. And they really pay attention to them and talk about them. And I really want you to watch some of their episodes because they break down a lot of good stuff. And they even go to old horror movies and watch old stuff. Yeah. But I want them to come on the show, but I'm pretty sure they're kind of big. I'm probably gonna have to pay them. So, but but they may just do it for free. But I do want to ask and see.
I saw a little cash up.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really want them to come on the show. Because I want them to talk about this, because I'm curious to see what they say about Evil Dead. I'm curious to see what they say. I'm really curious to see what they say. So, but that was my take on it. I'm glad that, because normally I feel like I'm the oddball. Like, y'all be like, man, this shit was trash. I'll say it's good. But like this time I was like, man, no, I can't. This one was like, I can't find anything good about this that like I said, I was more intrigued with the stories before the book came. And I was more intrigued with that. When the book came, I was like, well, there it is. I'm done. Like, I'm done. It became just who we gonna kill this time? We gonna get gruesome? Like, that's all it was. That's all it was.
I went from I was front row, so I went from eating my nachos.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is not.
I was just like, come on, man.
I did want to tell you, there's this show on Prime. Now, apparently the show's been out for a while. It stars, I think his name is Harold. He plays he played in Oz, and he played Operator in The Matrix, the black dude.
Oz? What Oz? You mean the jail Oz or Wizard
jail
of Oz?
The jail Oz. He was the dude in the wheelchair. I forget his name. His name was like Harold something.
Oh yeah, he was Augustus Hill in Oz.
And, I don't know their names. Yeah. To do with the dreads.
He was Augustus Hill.
Man, he is in this show called From.
Yeah.
I started watching it on Prime. Justin told me about it.
Didn't he do a little sci-fi? There's a little sci-fi show he did a while ago that people liked.
That's the I bet you it's From. I bet you it's From.
Okay, that might be the one.
Jay. I found out about it on a Friday. I was done by like late Saturday. And then I found out about it on Friday, like around 5. I was done by Saturday.
Dang.
It is that good. It is that good. It's on Prime. The first season is on Prime. The new season just started on the 23rd.
Yeah.
It's called From. It is so good.
Oh, son, we so dumb. He was in The Best Man.
Yeah, he wasn't the best man. You're right. He wasn't the best man. He wasn't the best man. Dude, the show is so damn good.
I'll check him out.
You got to, bro. It is so good.
I'll check him out.
First episode, I'm like, damn. Yeah. And I got something else to tell you. I'm caught up on My Hero.
Okay.
This, you heard it here first. As far as the show, this is the best season of My Hero Academia.
What's the season?
So basically, All for One has found a new person he wants to take on the body. Deku is like trying to flush him out. So he's just like wandering around.
Okay. Lone wolf.
Lone wolf. He's like lone wolfing it out there. And the kids, the UA kids are trying to get him to come back. And he's just like Denzel Washington, the Book of Eli. He's like, no, baby, I just got to keep going. Going. They like, Deku, we need you to come back. They showed his new
powers, right?
So the powers you get are, of course, his super strength and stuff. Then he has the black whips. The black whips. He got some leg junk that the dude had. He can float, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best season of My Hero Academia. There is no way they're gonna be able to top this. There's no way. So
it's better than the season when he went and rescued the that could take your quirk
with the horn. That girl.
Yeah.
Yes. It's better than that season. Now that season was hard body. But this one is better.
Okay.
Like just the fact that he's fighting, it's emotion going on. Your boy got a little teary-eyed in this season. This season right here is the best season of My Hero Academia.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to ask you, is the manga done? of My Hero?
No.
Is it close to
This
being
is-
done?
I think so. They'll be at the final battle.
So
They're
y'all
fighting,
already at the battle already.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're fighting all for one, and what's the bad guy name, bro?
All for one. And the dude who, I know who you getting at. So
Not Todoroki. That's the fire ice dude. Bakugo is the bomb dude. His name is he had the hand on his. I can't even think of it. Shigaraki.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah. Oh, and you also learn.
But they Dragon Ball. They're Dragon Balls. He's stalling it though.
Oh, they got a lot of fillers in this one.
Yeah, it's the war, but it's like
Okay.
these side heroes are fighting this random guy, and these side heroes are fighting. Yeah, they Dragon Ball, Naruto, the Ninja Wars, Naruto. Yes, whole lot of side missions going on right now. Come on, my hero, stop playing with me.
Then when you learn about Endeavor, and oh my god, and the whole time the dude is. Oh my god!
I pissed my friend off. Shout out to Amber. I love you. When I was reading the manga and I saw that part, like we kept in touch through text, and like I typed it out, then I deleted it, then I just said, Amber, I'm so sorry. I said Endeavor is Blase Blas' father. I snitched it, and she cursed me out. She cursed me out, Dobby. I said, I'm so sorry, Amber. Because I kept kept telling her, like, yo, read the manga, catch up so we could talk about it. And she kept procrastinating. So we wasn't working, we weren't working together when this happened. So I read it. And I promise you, I typed it out, and I was like, nah, I can't spoil it for you.
Jason, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have personally shot your ass. I
deserved it. But there was nobody reading the manga. My hero.
But
personally,
I'm trying to tell you, Jason, you may be the only person that's like reading manga faithfully. Like seriously.
You're right, because I see people. There's people I follow on Twitter. They cursing manga readers out. Not me, but they're cursing other manga readers out because they like, y'all manga readers just can't keep y'all mouth shut. As soon as we ask, as soon as y'all bring up, somebody tweeted, and I ain't gonna lie, it is indeed true. I'm not one of them, but it is indeed true. They was like, yo, as soon as I talk to a manga reader about an anime I'm watching, they always hit me with the, oh, wait till you see the rest. Oh, down the line when they blah, blah, blah. And I'm just,
so
they're right. The stereotype is correct. I don't do that.
Y'all manga readers are what us regular like DC heads are like. When I'm like, man, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I would probably read more manga if there was, because I noticed ever since I got DC Universe, since it's right at my fingertips, I read a lot more of it. I read a lot more comic books. Like I just got finished reading Trials of the Amazons. Tales of the Amazons. So now that leads into Trials of the Amazons. Like I just read all. Like you may just be the only person I know who's reading manga like that. Like, but not saying that's a bad thing. Not saying that's a bad thing. But this season of My Hero, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This one, I thought like. I even thought that the season when they get attacked at the campground may have been the best season. Yeah. No. This season, oh my God. My Hero, this is a new, but see, this is why it has to end, because it can't get no better than this. It can't get no better than this. It can't get no better than that. It has to end at this point. I mean, to see
it feels like it's Endgame.
To see who died. Like, I'm like, oh, dude, I was losing my shit in there. I was losing my shit.
It feels like Endgame.
It feels like Endgame. It does.
Where I'm at, it feels like an Endgame.
So
it feels like Endgame.
I haven't started the new season of Demon Slayer, but I heard that this one is kind of slow compared to the rest. But I told them the entertainment it's probably the best season of Demon Slayer so far.
That's the demon with all the chicks.
The dude with the 3 wives, right? That may be the best season so far of Demon Slayer.
I might have to watch it because I read the manga, so like Son, I read a new manga every day, so like
Um,
I end up deleting and adding new stuff in. So, I gotta remember.
I say because
I remember the train
that's
arc.
another
I will
thing.
never forget that. I will never.
The train is good.
Arcs.
The train is good because that end scene when I was about to call him Todoroki. When he's talking to the demon and telling him he's crying and he's like, "We always fight you on your terms, you goddamn cowards," and shit like that part is hard. But like this season right here, I do feel like with the manga, you miss out on the animation of it because Demon Slayer has some of the best animation. Like, man, like
I know what you mean. I kind of play it out up here. So
you play it out here where I'm watching the screen like, yeah, this joint is live. Like, it is so like. It's been so many good animes, and I'm not just even talking about action animes because I told you I was watching. Charmaine put me on to this anime called Fruit Basket.
Oh my god!
I was like, I'm not watching nothing called Fruit Basket. And I'm like, this show is hard. What is it? The Promised Land. Never.
Read the manga, bro.
Bruh, that thing had your boy like.
I'm disappointed. Anime watchers around the world, you are disrespecting us manga readers when y'all say y'all like Promised Neverland. Read the manga, man.
So the manga, I'm taking the manga's better then.
Yes, it's not a thing of the manga is better just because it's the story is different. They went somewhere left with the anime altogether. I can't tell you. I'm gonna
have to read that. Okay, so I'm gonna read that.
It's like But this is different because Full Metal Alchemist was loosely based off the manga, and that's a classic. And then Brotherhood is based off the manga, and that's a classic. So that's a rare moment where the interpretation and the actual core of the storyline were both classics.
Every scene, the scene that gets me all the time in my Full Metal. When the father turns his daughter into the
all right. Yeah. The scene for me is when Lust killed the dude in the phone booth because he had figured out the whole entire everything in the first 5 episodes of the show.
And then when Mustang is at the graveside and he's at the graveside, he's like, it's a terrible day for rain, and he puts his head down, and the captain was like, it's not raining. He was like, yes, it is. But then when he gets to whatchamacallit, and he's lighting his ass on fire.
What sin was he again? Was it Pride?
No, it wasn't Pride. What demon was what greed was Lust? No, he wasn't Lust.
It wasn't Greed. Greed
was
the Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, but the Full Metal Alchemist 1v1 with Ed versus Greed. That joint was fire. Yeah, so, that's when he kept touching him and weakening his armor. He was like,
I remember. So I watched both of them. I watched Brotherhood. I watched both of them too. But when Roy is getting the dude back for killing the captain, he's just laying it on his ass.
He had the joint in his eye, right? Yeah. The Führer. The Führer.
No, it wasn't the Führer. He was fighting though. But that's not who. Remember the captain that got killed with the black hair? He had a daughter.
That's Lust. Lust killed him. Lust killed him.
So when
you talking about when the fire dude killed the captain
when Mustang is avenging his boy, and he's firing Lust up just back and forth.
It was Lust. You talking about Brotherhood?
Whatever one, I don't know which one it was.
Because remember, he went after the Führer, the dude with the eye patch, because he had his homunculus joint in his eye.
But Mustang was going after the dude that killed the other captain with the black hair who had the daughter.
That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about the same person. Isn't he called the Führer?
No, you're getting this mixed up. The Führer was the bad dude. There was a good dude who had a daughter, and Ed and them used to talk to all the time.
That's the dude that Lust killed in the phone booth because he had figured everything out.
Yes.
I'm asking you who the fire dude.
Mustang.
When Mustang was killing the dude
Lust.
He didn't know that was Lust.
He was fighting Lust. They was like down in the crypt and he was just letting it rip and like, oh my God.
Hold on. because we're talking. I think we're talking about two different Full Metal.
Now
King Bradley on Full Metal Alchemist, not the manga. He did that he fought King Bradley. Wrath.
Whatever the
Oh, it was Pride. Okay, I was right.
Yeah, whatever one it was, I know Mustang was going ham on him. Just
Brotherhood, I think, was Lust. He did that to King Bradley too.
Oh, no, but it was more emotion when he was doing it for the dude that killed the dude in the phone booth. He was going ham because that was Mustang's boy. They had
It was both for the same reasons. It just was a different character. He did the same thing to two different characters on two different shows. You get what I'm saying?
But the one that I'm talking about is the one where he was crying while he was doing it because he was like, "You killed my friend" and all that.
Brotherhood, the manga version, it was Lust.
Okay.
The non-manga version, it was King Bradley. But it was for the same exact reasons.
Okay. I watched Brotherhood and Jump, but they ran in together. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been watching a lot of anime lately. A lot of it.
Same here. I just watched Gundam Witch of Mercury, which is actually pretty good.
So there's y'all know for people who don't know, and Jason's gonna make a face when I say this. I don't like subbed.
We can't keep doing this.
I don't like sub. But
we can't keep doing this.
I was told to watch this anime called Monster. It's on Netflix.
I told you to watch Monster like 50 billion times.
It's subbed.
It's one of my top 3 animes ever. It's subbed on Netflix.
It's subbed on Netflix.
Good. Get to work. Cause it's good. Get to work. Yeah. You ain't got a choice. Watch it, bruh. And guess what? I'm about to make you mad. I watched the English dubbed and still watched the Japanese.
Wait, how did you find the English dub?
We'll talk after we turn off the live stream.
Okay, got you. Okay. But you told me that my boy at work told me he
one of the greatest GOAT anime, bro.
That's what Javon said.
GOAT anime, bro. Monster is incredible. Del Toro, last time I checked, was supposed to be making either a show or a movie about it on HBO for Brothers. But I haven't heard any updates on it.
So basically, I need to start watching it tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Watch.
If you
Monster,
say it, I'm okay.
It is fire.
Oh my God! Like y'all just know me, but I am not. There is nothing wrong with dubbed. I mean, the subtitle. I'm not saying that. I don't want y'all to think that. I just hate. It's hard for me to focus when I'm here. I feel like and one thing about sub, if you miss one line of something, you can miss something very important.
That is true.
That is the one thing about I'm like, bruh, oh,
because I know how I've been where you've been, but you just gotta use your powers of your optics, bruh, and I promise you can put it all together at once, and I promise you will know the way, man. You just gotta open up your third eye, bruh. You're not opening up your third eye. Sub is powerful. I just watched shout out Will. He was talking about this anime called Blue Locks. It's a soccer anime, and I don't do too many sports anime.
I think that's on Crunchyroll. I think that's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, the only sports anime I do for Hajime because it's boxing, and I'm not really into soccer. Respectfully to soccer, I know it's the best thing ever. Respectfully, I'm not really into soccer, but I watched this joint, bruh. It was so funny. I was like, man, let me check this joint out. And there's an option, and I was like, man, sub. Ain't no question. Someone on Twitter posted the dub version of what I already watched, and I said, thank God I watched subbed. And now I'm reading the manga. I'm reading the manga on Blue Locks, so that jump's fine. There's an anime on Hulu. I don't know how it is because I didn't watch it. It's called Heavily Delusional or Heavily Delusions. My coworker told me about it at work, and the storyline was so intriguing. When I saw it had a manga, I just went ahead and started reading it.
Damn.
I'll say this. I already binged it. I'm already ahead now. I'm just waiting for the next chapter. Took me about a day, but that goes into what I'm about to say. If the manga is the same as the anime, watch Heavenly Delusions, because the manga,
okay.
Yeah, it's about these kids that are living in a dome called heaven. And they're being taught in class, and there's these teachers and doctors there taking care of them and all that. But what the kids in the dome don't know, that there's a world outside the dome. I'll stop there. I'll let you figure the rest out for yourself.
There's a joke that's
I'll stop there. I'll let you figure out the rest for yourself. Yeah, I've been in anime mode. Crunchyroll, that's all, man. So, I rewatched Psycho Pass.
Oh, Psycho Pass is my, oh my God. Psycho Pass is my joke. Cause I feel I can always show my hand. So I just watched this anime called Gangster. That joke was hard body.
What are you doing? You need to come holler at your boy, bruh. Gangster is fire.
Gangster is hard body. I was like, yo, this joke is raw, bro.
Man, what?
Gangster is raw too. I got some jokes
for you, bro. Man, what?
Gangster is a raw anime. Like I said, I think I'm gonna go through. Shit, I watched this horror one on Crunchyroll. It has like different tales of horror stuff. That shit was just scary.
I'll wait till you're done with the anime talk, but it's funny that you mentioned about tales of horror stuff.
Okay, what you got?
The new season of Black Mirror about to come out.
I just posted that on my Twitter.
This show better be good, bro, because the last season ends.
So that means I had to play catch up because I haven't seen.
What?
Yep, I haven't. The one with Anthony Mackie and all. I haven't seen
Striking Vipers.
I haven't seen none of that.
So you don't even know what it's about.
I haven't seen any. I think the last Black Mirror I saw was the one where the dude had the blue thing on the side of the truck. I know it ain't like I'm behind. I can tell you that. I'm behind. So you see it in catch up. Okay, where's my...
No, I mean, yeah, but you haven't seen the one with Anthony Mackie. That's
no, I haven't seen hilarious. That one. I haven't seen that one.
Hey, watch that joke tonight, bro.
Okay, I need to watch that because I am behind. So if y'all want to listen to these shows,
Anthony Mackie.
Me and Jason do this all the time when we go over like anime and some good shows. If y'all want us to put like our top shows or top animes, just let us know in the comments and we got y'all. Boom.
This the same season. The one with Anthony Mackie. This the same season with Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus is in Black Mirror?
Miley Cyrus is in Black Mirror, bro.
Wow. I actually think she's a good actress, though.
I don't remember how good her Black Mirror episode was, but I do remember. So that's saying something.
I think the best Black Mirror episode that I done seen so far was the one where they could go back into your eye or something and rewind.
I don't want to talk about that episode.
Oh man, that episode was raw. I was
I don't want to talk about that.
Damn, that episode was raw.
I'm assuming that in that particular universe they had to get that.
Yeah.
But if it's a choice, I'm not doing it.
But you know what? That's another thing we should talk about too, because there's a lot of episodes. What's the one with saying where you can, like, when you die, you get uploaded to the cloud? And I was really thinking about, man, who would want to live forever like that?
Is that the one with the two women fell in love with each other?
That's one of the best episodes too. That's a good episode.
You know what's crazy about the episode you're talking about with the running back to memory? You can do that with your Ring doorbell.
I told you, we just a hop skip away from Skynet. Y'all, we're just a hop skipping away from Skynet. Like, I'm all for like technology helping people, but there are too many movies out here that show us that AI is just like unbearable.
Social media likes.
Oh, the social media one. Stuff. The social media one was wild too. Like,
hey, she beautiful, by the way.
Oh, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah,
oh, that's my girl. Now look, there's not a lot of white women I like, but Bryce Dallas Howard, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
God, Bryce Dallas Howard though, she's so bad.
Topanga.
Oh, Topanga. Oh, Topanga.
What's Clueless?
Alicia.
Not Stacey Dash.
Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, say Alicia. Yeah. Oh, Alicia Silverstone. Only a few. Respect to all my white women, but only.
Oh man. Yeah,
But yes, Ex Machina was fire.
Ex Machina was damn. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Swindled he.
Swindled. Sucker. But he a sucker anyway. I'm not gonna lie to you. That dude was a sucker. That dude was look, I understand you not getting love, but there's now don't get me wrong. I'm like Deuce Bigelow. I'll stick my dick in a he-monkey. But there are some things that I feel like you should be like, this is not sitting right with me. And I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact that he was trapped in that house for a week, I would have never went with that anyway. I would have been like, nah, fam, there's no way. Like, that's why sometimes I get upset with movies. Like, there was an episode of Black Mirror where the girl's husband died. And she basically bought like a prototype that looked like him and uploaded his. I wouldn't want that either. Like the age-old question, like, I like the fact that Black Mirror answers a lot of those questions. Like people always ask you, would you want to know the day you want to die? No, why would I want to know that? So I'll be looking at the calendar every day to know when I would die. Yeah. Just like the episode of Black Mirror, I would never upload my conscience into a Jada Urban Nerd said Hillary Duff. Yo, but no, Bryce Dallas Howard is super thick. That girl is bad. You know whose daughter that is, right? She's Ron Howard's daughter, the director.
Wow.
That's his daughter. That's his daughter. That's his daughter. What's one with Shut Up and Dance? Jada Urban Nerd, the best episode of Black Mirror was Shut Up and Dance. I don't remember that one. You got to tell me what it was, because I don't remember like the names of the shows. But that one, when you can rewind time and they saw, oh my God.
The memories.
I was like, nah, get that out of here. I don't need that. Because even the baby had it. Remember? The babies had it. But see, I like that Black Mirror answers those questions, because there is no way I would have that. Like, there are some things, like, I love technology, but like I said, there are some limits where we need to go, this is not going to work. Like this, like the Ex Machina one, you're right. That dude was just a simp though.
Oh, to your mans. I remember the episode now.
But Shut Up and Dance?
The boy got blackmailed because they had a video of him masturbating.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
I'm not going to lie to you. That's another one. Everybody jacks their meat. So I would have been like, okay, you're going to, like, I can see if you were the president or something like that.
I was thinking that too. I was like, bro.
Why is you, like, okay, you fine, you jacking off. Like, all right.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, take that one. Yeah, take that one. Yeah, take that one.
Yeah, because that's me. They had him going out to the woods and shit.
Yeah. I would have took that L, bro.
Yeah, I would have took that L. I would have been like, okay, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That one wasn't, it was good, but like that dude, if they would have caught me with that, I would have been like, okay, you caught me jacking my meat, Ed.
You can, look, like this is about to be so foul. You can get out ahead of the news, pause. You can get out in front of it. You can, man, Eminem, be rabbit yourself. Pause. Eminem yourself.
You can easily tell somebody they hacked my camera. I was jacking my meat. They caught me.
Yeah, like what? You can Eminem yourself. Like do a parody joke of yourself doing that. Right? You could have got that up out of here.
But Black Mirror makes you.
What about the politic joke?
Oh, bro? That's right. The end part was it. He was doing it to child porn. Okay, Urban Nerd, you got us. You're right, because that was the joke. He was doing it to child porn. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. We need to commit some murders and rob some banks.
Yeah, you're right. That was the twist. That's right. But see, but you know what? That's another thing about Black Mirror. It's so realistic because there's people that do that. Yeah. Like there's people that do that. Like, but the episode. Oh my gosh, bro.
What about my man on the treadmill?
The man on the treadmill.
This was like the first season. Hold on, I'm about to find it.
They did still get him. They was like, yeah, we're sending it in anyway. Man. Well, I watched another AI movie. that the AI was crazy in.
Your man, Daniel Kaluuya. I don't want to ruin his last name. That's Nope. He was the husband on Black Panther.
When he was doing the
on the treadmill jump.
Yeah. Bro.
The whole time he was fighting against the system, then the system offered him the bread. He took that joint immediately.
Took it like it was nothing. Took it, man. So I did want to. Oh, I did tell you that I watched Nope. I mean,
the joke with the mechanical dogs was sad. That was sad. When they tried to break into that warehouse, it was like seemed like the apocalypse. They were trying to like break into this warehouse, but it was these like robot dogs chasing them.
I think that may have been in a season I did not watch because I didn't see it. Oh, I did finish Love, Death, Robots. I did finish.
What was the last season of Love, Death, Robots?
It was the one where the girl was in the water and like the dude was deaf. So I finished that. So I finished that. But I will say this: I think the first season of Love, Death, Robots was the best.
Is that the season where the father and the son was in the desert and they saw the little spirit jumps and they were like spirit whales and stuff, and the son, like a stupid idiot, wanted to touch one and that joke swooped him up into the afterlife?
Was it that one? You may be right. I think it was that one.
Or I think this was season 1 too, the one where the dude was stuck on the ship and the monster. That was the best episode. That was the best episode.
Your man kept on saying, there's something not right. There's something not right. But then when he was like, I want to wake up, and she was like, no, you don't. You do not want this. You do not want it. And he was like, no, wake me up. Then when he waked up, the little
she was
alien
a spider
looking,
he was like, no.
I was like, put me back to sleep. Put me back to sleep. I would have been like, put me back to sleep. Yo.
That was the best episode.
That was the best episode.
Because when I watched it, I was like, dang.
That episode was hard.
He thought he was back with his woman and all.
But here we go. That's another thing. Hey, but you know what? That Christmas episode was dope. Because I real life thought that the monster was going to eat the kids. And then he was like, good. And then he like gave them their presents.
Okay, I remember this, Joe, now. The Witness was fire. That was the death loop where the girl was trying to run from the dude had killed the girl.
That was good. The ship one where they couldn't like the ship. That one was good.
What'd you think of Suits? That's the one where they lived on the farm, but the alien monsters were attacking. And they had mech suits, but they lived like on a farm.
That was good. The episode with the kid, like where they like, I guess you couldn't have kids. That episode was deep.
Yeah,
that episode was deep.
The dump was good. That's when the monster was living in the junkyard.
That was good. I kind of like.
Ice Age was clever.
That's the one with the freezer. That was that was good. The one with that was good. The one where the kids got juiced up and they would like run from the whales. That was a good episode too.
Oh, that episode was fire.
That was a good episode.
And he faked his injury on purpose.
Yep,
just to help out. Yeah.
And his brother still came through for him. That was good.
Still came
that was a good episode. That was a good episode.
What about Joe? When the vacuum cleaner was trying to attack the old lady.
Bro, I was going to say that one next. The neighbor had me dying laughing. She banging on the door, but you know what was good about that episode? That the thing was like, you had terminated your vacuum. Now the rest of them about to kick your ass and hunt you for eternity. That shit was good. And they like went out on a run. That was a good episode, bro. But I like sci-fi stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. That right there, Love, Death, and Robots, because they're short and sweet like that, they get right to the point. It almost reminds me, did you ever see Batman the Gotham Knights? It was like 6 stories, but like Batman different jumps. It was like that. It was short and sweet. Like
I wish, well, there are shows like that, but I love shows like that because we came up to Twilight Zone, Tales from the Crypt, Outer Limits. I love Outer Limits.
Outer Limits. Do you remember? I was trying to tell Justin. Justin don't remember. Do you remember this show called Sequest?
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to tell Justin,
Homeboy, did he kill himself?
yeah, he committed suicide. Yep, the dude played the sidekicks and never in the story. So I was trying to tell Justin, Sequest. What was the other one? Sliders.
Sliders. Oh my gosh, was
Sliders was the truth. So Sliders was the show. Jerry O'Connell was in it. He created something where he went back in time, or he went further, but he was trying to get back to every episode. He was trying to get back to his correct time. And Sliders was so good,
Sliders
bro. Oh my God.
Sliders was fire.
Oh my God.
I love Sliders, bro.
Your man said Ladybugs. Was that?
He wasn't Ladybugs.
That's right. He was right with Rodney Dangerfield.
Yes.
So do you know? I was reading a story about him and sidekicks, and I didn't know I didn't know till probably like when we was in high school that he committed suicide.
Yeah, he committed suicide.
He didn't commit suicide in high. I think it was like 20. He committed suicide later, but I couldn't believe he committed suicide. He was in so much stuff when he was a kid.
He couldn't find that joint dried up, bruh. It dried up.
But
I think Sequest was his last joint.
Yeah, the Sliders finale was kind of great. Like, I can't, but you know what? That just goes to show you too, bro. You never know what somebody is going through, because here we are thinking this kid living a life. He was in Sequest, Sidekicks, the Never Ending Story. Your man was in so much stuff, and like here we are thinking like, man, this kid, man. But you know, Corey Haim talks about that all the time, because you know Corey, the other dude from the Lost Boys, Corey, the dude who's played Michael Butler, you know, he committed suicide, and Corey Haim talks about all the time how you know, when like how he was like getting sexually abused and all that. He was like, that was like normal back then. But then I think about all the time too, when you're that young, where are your parents at that time? Because they probably paid them money to keep their mouths shut. But I just can't see me and having a child who's a star and not like going everywhere with them. Like,
this day and age, it will never happen again.
You would never be on my sight. You know what I'm saying?
It will never happen again.
Like, man.
But even then, nah, bruh.
It's so sad when I heard, like, I remember when my dad told me Robin Williams died. Yeah. I was like, what?
To be honest with you, not even to say to be honest with
you. Yeah, spending that kid's money, nerd. You're right.
See, not even to be honest, because Macaulay Culkin went to court to disown his parents because they were taking his money. But to be honest with you, and I'm thinking about it in terms of back then than now. And honestly, I'm not gonna say this like this is offensive to say now, because I know parenting is looked upon a little bit differently now than for us back then. It was kind of more iron-fisted then than now. But speaking from then, I would have stopped my kid and literally said, let's go have a childhood first, bro. And then we'll revisit this later. Yeah. Let's go have a childhood, bro.
I hate to say it, but like y'all, I just want to put this out here. And then we're going to wrap it up, because we talk about nerd stuff on this channel. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday. But I just want y'all to really take a minute and thank y'all parents, because when you hear stories like that, like Macaulay Culkin disowning his own parents,
It was taking his money. It was taking his money. It was taking his money.
Bruh. Every time.
Had to disown his own parents for taking his money.
For stealing his money. Your parents.
And think about it. Outside looking in, we like, yo, where's Macaulay Culkin? Yep. He did Good Son and Home Alone. The Good Son.
Oh my God. The Good Son. Macaulay Culkin murdered that role. I'm going to tell you the scene. I knew Macaulay Culkin was going places. I'm going to tell you the scene when Elijah Wood stepped into him. He was like, don't fuck with me, Mark. He looked him dead in his face. He was like, Mark, don't fuck with me. I said, Macaulay Culkin's going places. He's going
Richie
places.
Rich. Richie Rich.
Man, and
And
Richie
then he
Rich
just
was fire.
disappeared.
And
We
then
like,
he
yo,
disappeared. Yep, and then he
where's Macaulay
disappeared.
Culkin?
Yep. Shit, think about look at dude who played John Edward Furlong. Remember him?
Yeah.
He like just disappeared like at one point in time, like after Terminator. Then he was in that Crow movie. That and then after that, I barely saw that dude after that.
He was in the sequel to Pet Sematary, bro.
You know what? I never saw the new Pet Sematary.
There's a Pet Sematary 2.
That's
back
right.
then though.
Oh, the second one. You're right. That's right.
Yeah, back then.
Right.
I didn't see the latest one either.
I didn't see the latest one.
Then,
right, you're talking about
Pet Sematary 2.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
Because his friend's father becomes possessed by the
that fucking cemetery, bro. Man,
that ended the Pet Sematary pissed me off, bro.
that one was pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That man said, "Don't worry, she wasn't dead for too long."
Urban Nerd said, "Everybody dies in Pet Sematary too."
The ghost was like, "What are you doing? She hasn't been dead for too long. It's gonna work this time." I was like, "Dude, it's gonna work this time." He warned them, son.
I'm gonna say this. I watched Silver Bullet just so happened to be on TV. I forgot how fucking good Silver Bullet was, bro. Oh my! See, I never saw the remake Urban Nerd of I never saw the remake of Pet Sematary. I know it recently, but I heard it was good. But I was watching Silver Bullet, and I was like, God, Silver Bullet was so good, man. God, your man had the wheelchair. That joke was fine.
What's the movie? And speaking of Stephen King, we talking about Silver Bullet. I watched the movie. Is it called Rats? It's the movie where they hire this construction worker Joan at night hired an exterminator, but it turned out to be like a bunch of rats, big ass rats.
I know what movie you're talking about. Oh, you know what? That reminds me.
Night Shift? Is it called Night Shift?
I think it was Night Shift. You need to watch this thing called Cabinets of Curiosity on Netflix. Guillermo del Toro does it. You know, the dude that directed Blade 2.
Yeah.
He does that. Graveyard Shift.
Graveyard Shift. There we go. Yeah, Graveyard Shift.
You gotta watch Cabinets of Curiosities. So I'm gonna watch Monster.
Yes.
Watch From and Cabinets of Curiosities.
Okay.
Those are two. Those are homework assignments. I'm gonna watch Monster and whatchamacallit. Y'all, we appreciate everybody that's came in. Urban Nerd, thanks for keeping the chat live.
Appreciate you, boss.
We'll be back next week. I don't know what comes out next week, but we're going to talk about something. We always.
I might go see Beau is Afraid. I should have saw that.
That's the one with Joaquin, whatever, Phoenix, right?
Phoenix.
Okay, yeah, I do want to see
that.
Saw
that instead of Evil Dead.
Yeah, I should have saw that instead of Evil Dead because I was pissed with Evil Dead. Fuck that. But y'all stay
Guardians
frosty.
is coming up soon.
Who?
Guardians
is coming out. Sisu, I want to see Sisu, but I feel like it's just gonna be like a John Wick in the times.
I saw Sight give it a great rating, bro.
IGN actually gave it like an 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
they gave Sisu like an 8.
They gave it a great rating, bro.
So I'm going to see it. I mean, I talk all this shit, but they're still going to get my money at the movie theater. So, y'all tune us in next week because you know what? You're right. I'm going to go see that Joaquin Phoenix one because I do want to see that. Yeah, I want to see
this Beau is Afraid, man.
Dude got hit with a landmine in the face. He's like, I gotta go see it now. Y'all be easy. We love y'all. We see y'all next week. Same back time, same back channel. Jaden, the Urban Nerd, stay up, baby. We love y'all.
You, boss.